a 1964 Jeep FC170, which stands for Forward Control. These were Jeep trucks that they made from 1957 to 1964. This Jeep has 37,000 original miles and it was customized with a hydraulic dump bed, which is an 8x10 dump bed, and a fully hydraulic system which raises to 45 degrees with a winch underneath which loops up and goes into the bed. When I bought this Jeep, it was pretty much in the condition with the working bed. Some of the linkages needed to be modified. The overdrive linkage I moved and made a custom linkage, and just did things like replace the door glass, work on the new steering wheel, just make overall things presentable with the Jeep. But mechanically it was pretty much good to go when I got it. It says Super Hurricane straight 6. And then the rest of the motor is up under here, so you can move this panel as well. You got your 3-speed T90 here, your Warn overdrive lever here, and this is your Spicer 18 transfer case, traditional 4 low, 4 high, and 2 high. And I have my Amazon $10 air conditioning fan right here. It's all linkage controlled, so you really need to find the gear first before you shift it. There's no quick shifting in this Jeep. As a matter of fact, these Jeeps are known to get stuck in between 2 gears because everything is linkage controlled. You go first, second real quick, you can actually try to get in second before you're actually out of first. That's 3rd gear there. And since I'm in 4 low, we'll be able to hit it here. We're only going about 10 miles an hour. This is my overdrive lever. Pull this forward. Push the clutch in just like you got another gear in a transmission. Wasn't all the way in. It's probably because I'm going real slow. Once these gears are pretty much together, I know that I'm in my last gear. That's the way I made the linkage, so that they kind of came together. Favorite part of owning FC? I'd actually say it was an impulse buy, so it wasn't that I really knew about them, wanted one, or needed one. But my favorite part about it now is driving it and sharing the experience with others.
My name's Pete Nell, and this is my wife Cheryl. We're from Laytonsville, Maryland. This Jeep truck she found on eBay. It come out of the desert in California, 3 years ago?
Yes.
3 years ago. We had it shipped back across the country. It's real solid, had hardly any rust in it, just one small spot under the driver's side floor mat. So it was a fairly easy restoration. So I tore it completely down, so it did frame up, everything rebuilt, and we took it to various shows. We got the AACA Senior Award in the fall of 2009, and had it to various other shows. This is the first time we had it in this show, and was lucky enough we got second in the category of the full-size Jeeps. So we're real pleased. Pretty much every component of the truck as it was apart. I took it down and redid it. Engine, transmission, had both rears apart. Checked everything out. Replaced bearings and seals. I think I see one.
My name is Alec Leggett. Everybody calls me Zed. I got a 94 YJ Wrangler. Bought it stock, and over the years just started adding on to it. Things that I liked, things that I thought looked good. It's got a 6-inch lift with 33 1250 on 16-inch rims. I have a custom-built drive shaft in the front from when I had the transmission swapped. That was built by a local company. Painted it orange just because that way you saw it more, and it was custom. I got snake draw shackles which help with my articulation. Jeff Daniels is a group Jeep customizing and restoration company that did some work to my Jeep. They actually helped me put the lift on, and when I needed to get the new tranny, they rebuilt and put the AW4 tranny in for me. And I love it, and now I have a bulletproof motor and tranny. It's 4.0 straight 6, lives forever, and so does the AW4. The first time I went to Roush Creek Off-Road Park was after I was done with my treatments of chemo. I had testicular cancer, and my doctor was pretty on the wayside of letting me go, and I was pretty adamant on telling him I was gonna go. And got up there, wheeled all weekend. It started out with rain, then went to snow, then sleet, and before that day was over, it was like in the 70s. And I put the Crawl for the Cure Cancer sticker on, just saying I beat it, and I'm in support of anybody else that needs help beating cancer. I'm a wildland firefighter for District 17 in southern Lancaster County in Pennsylvania. We are on a fire called Man's Run, pretty big size fire, and the state warden that was in charge of the fire needed to get a guy down to a certain part of the fire and didn't have any vehicles that could access it, and he saw the Jeep and goes, "Whose is that?" I said, "That's my Jeep." He goes, "Well, would you be up for taking the guy down?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." He goes, "Can that thing make it?" I said, "Oh yeah, it can make it." So I took the guy to the fire line, dropped him off, came back up to our headquarters, and he had to go check out the fire, see how it was progressing and how much we had put out, and asked if I'd be interested in taking him out again. I said, "Yeah, no problem." So we loaded up in my Jeep with our fire gear, and we took off on the fire line and drove down the Dozer Trail. And as we get down, we check out the fire. It was pretty well out. And on our way back up, it was a steep hill with a lot of rocks and loose dirt, and it made it up without even a second thought. And he's sitting back just looking at me going, "I never in my 1,000 years thought that this would be able to make it up this hill and not have a problem." And believe it or not, it's just in two-wheel drive. It takes a while to build a Jeep, it takes a good bit of money, but it's fun to learn, and it's a great experience to get out and wheel with people and make new friends.